Alright, hello and welcome to DotaBattles. This is a single-player type series. We're in Season 1 here. This is the very first game, or one of the first several games. I think they're going to be actually 5 games tonight. And in this series, 50 people sign up. There are 10 team captains assigned, and then actually the coordinator of the entire thing, Nash, using a series of formulas, including one of the biggest ones being your matchmaking rank, puts everybody together in their teams. So we don't have any pre-made teams. People have had basically the weekend to work together, and they don't.
Which I'm sure is delightful.
And it's just a huge clusterfuck. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am Warbond. I like kittens, rainbows, long walks on the beach, and Bud Light strawberritas. Along with me is my co-host, my brother, your brother, Despair. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Really excited. My name is Despair. Since we're doing fucking introductions, my name is Despair, and I like to party.
You can't use that one. It's too popular. Everybody likes to party. I think that's a given. Give me something else about you. What is your middle initial?
W.
There we go. All right, Despair W. Looking at these two teams.
Well, yeah, we've got the two teams. We've got Soggy Bottom Boys, captained by Rhod, and SodaRocket.
SodaRocket's team. Yeah. So we've had a couple of last-minute substitutions for both team. No, actually, it looks like just for SodaRocket's team. He probably brought in a ringer.
That is the assumption. Yes.
Whoever it's Art of Sky, and I don't know which one is Maddie.
Cooler 221 is either just Maddie is a different name, or anyway.
Okay.
So yes, there are some last-minute lineup changes, but let's go ahead and look at the draft real quick. We've got on, oh my God, who's SodaRocket's team? There we go. We've got Outworld Devourer and Spirit Breaker both banned. I think Outworld Devourer is a solid ban, as is Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker gives a lot of gank potential early on. For Rhod's team, Soggy Bottom Boys, we've got Venomancer and Slark. Venomancer is kind of the golden child support here within the last 2 patches. Like, he came out of nowhere, even on the pro scene. Slark, similarly, has seen a lot more pro play. As far as the picks, we've got Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, and Kunkka thus far on SodaRocket's team. Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, very solid supports. Of course, we also have to keep in mind that we're playing Captain's Draft, and so they don't have all the heroes to pick from. Then for Soggy Bottom Boys, we have Weaver, which solid carry, good escapability, likely to see him in the off lane. Abaddon, solid support, as is Tidehunter, solid support, very hard to kill. Viper, solid mid player, especially if he gets an early game role on the other team. And then picked up Dragonite, and I think we're current.
All right, and with that, as a matter of fact, thank you for that recap. Just looking at some of the research I did on DotaBuff.com, it looks like SodaRocket's team is actually in a pretty good place. Kunkka is actually one of SodaRocket's best heroes. And same thing with Epona. He is apparently amazing with Dragon Knight and all its iterations. Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, and Lycan, that's kind of up in the air. Nothing that I gleaned off of the little bit of information I got from that would tell me that any one of the other players on the team have any particular affinity to any of those heroes. Looking at the other side, Weaver seems to be a pretty popular choice. A lot of people do like Weaver. Tidehunter is in there as well. As far as Weaver goes,
so you're saying there are a few options for people actually playing those heroes.
Arca-Torture is apparently a big Weaver player. Looking around, Crystal no, that's not going to help anybody. On the wrong side of that one.
Oh, Juggernaut. Whether or not it was picked or not, that's what they get. I mean, that's solid. It's always going to be a little bit wonky because of Captain's Draft, but I guess we're going to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised that Juggernaut wasn't taken earlier, but
yeah, and you know they
I guess
actually
it just
have
falls to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say they actually have a few options for mid, both sides. Kunkka and Dragonite can both go mid. Dragonite's a good option for mid just because he's got a lot of survivability. He can kind of sit back and just focus on getting last hits with his Breathe Fire. Viper's, like I said, Viper's probably going to be mid for Soggy Bottom Boys, though Juggernaut could also fill that role. Maddie, yeah, it's likely we're not going to see him as a jungler just because... I don't know. I honestly don't know in outside of pro play how often you see tri-lanes.
All right, as the teams get set up here, let's take a look at their items and introduce ourselves to which players have taken which
their
heroes.
Items are all shit at this point. Let's just introduce the players.
Well, I just happen to have that up, so everybody can see it. Thank you, though.
In your casting notes.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not good.
What have we done?
What have we done?
All right. Oh, and we're loud, too.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. What do we do here, then? I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah, I don't know either.
30 seconds to battle.
Why would they be able to hear us?
Yeah, I know. We're in a broadcasting channel. I honestly do not know enough about it, and that upsets me. Spectator.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, right. We'll turn off all broadcast, and we'll just have to do it through Skype on the stream, and just as long as you're recording that.
Which part am I turning off here?
Just turn off the open mic in game.
Okay. All right. Hopefully, I guess I'm sorry for anybody else who's been trying to watch this and actually in Dota, which hopefully it's not too many people. We're not fucking anybody up with that, but all right. Getting back to it now that I completely lost my flow here. On the Radiant side with the Soggy Bottom Boys, we have Rhod as Juggernaut, Shokushu as Abaddon.
First blood down in the bottom
shit.
lane. Looks like Abaddon got a little careless up against the tri-lane of Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, and Kunkka. I'm going to blame that on the technical issues. Like, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, we should have seen that coming. Better than this.
What? I can hear them? What? Like, a broadcaster channel. What is going on here?
Yeah.
Damn it.
How does this make sense? Maybe it's the way the channel or the lobby was set up. Don't blame our casting. It's why would the fucking lobby settings? Why would the lobby settings matter?
Well, if the lobby settings is all talk.
Who was that who talked? Was it Tide Hunter on the Radiant? Dead Roller, I think it was. Yeah, so everybody's using Skype right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Fuck, alright.
And we're back in. Fuck
Jesus. Alright.
Oh, welcome to the Warbond to Despair fuck-up hour.
Yeah. We already got our first blood, less than a minute in.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's really surprising. Abaddon with his shield. Yeah, well, did he pick shield first? I'd imagine he did. Yeah, he fought a shield first thing. A little bit harder, but then again, if they all jumped up on him, Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, and Kunkka, it's quite possible. And
It looks like
I
they're
guess
coming around
fairly easy.
again.
Anyway, you want to resume going through the lineup?
Fuck,
And
I mean,
actually, we
if
got some rotations coming in mid. Epona and the Dragon Knight is backing up a little bit. He's a little wary. I don't know if he's aware of what's going on, but Tidehunter is there, ready to pounce.
he sure is. All right, trying to continue this
Yeah.
just for a minute.
I'll keep a watch on it.
Tidehunter is played by Dead Roller. GG No Re has got the Weaver. Architorture playing Viper, and that finishes up the Radiant side. Then down on the Dire, we do have SodaRocket, the man himself, the captain of the team playing Kunkka. Like I said, one of his best heroes there. Art of Sky on Shadow Demon, Epona on Dragon Knight, Maddie on the Lycan, and Crinkles on Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much for that. Going back to the bottom lane, Shokushi and Ruby Rhod on the... I don't know.
Shokushu, let's...
On the
Shokushu.
Abaddon and the Juggernaut, we're playing after that kill on Abaddon. We're playing very, very safe, playing it very careful behind their tower.
And Dead Roller is still talking on all talk over here.
Yeah. There has to be some sort of lobby setting. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure this out for the next game. We apologize. We got 3 conversion in Viper in mid. Shadow Demon starts off with the disruption, and it looks like he's gonna go down. Dragon Knight secures a kill, but then gets taken out.
At least he got the kill.
At least he got the return kill. Yeah. Man, what a cluster.
Yeah, and so with that specifically for Dragon Knight taking out the Viper there, when Viper dies first, Viper gets nothing. Thanks for coming out. You get nothing, sir.
Well, no experience. No experience. That's the. I mean, kind of. It's important, definitely.
But meanwhile, Dragon Knight does pick up the experience from killing Viper, and so
as well as the gold.
If you're gonna swap kills like that, don't be the first one to go down.
you want to be the first one to make the kill.
Yeah.
Looking at bottom lane here in the Radiant side jungle, they have got the Dire's got camps warded. This is surprising to me. I mean, I guess just going into this with 2 teams that I know nothing about, with players I know nothing about. Yeah, bottom lane. So we got Abaddon
some
running top
team
as a
fights
shield.
going on
Yeah,
here.
there's a lot of rotations. This is very impressed me. Or this has impressed me. Blade Fury used to no avail. Everyone kind of scuttles off after that engagement. It looks like we're shaping up for a tri-lane down here at bottom now. Tri-lane on tri-lane. And they are going fucking ham.
Meanwhile, Lycan
all I can do is just watch the mini-map waiting for another kill.
Yeah, that's I'm doing the same thing. But Lycan and Weaver up here in the top lane, just prodding at each other back and forth. It seems.
Yeah,
but really getting nowhere with it.
Yeah, and I mean their goal is going to be to kind of stay alive, which that's everyone's goal really. But yeah, stay alive, get some levels, and then facilitate some ganks by some timely rotations.
Down here in the bottom
meanwhile,
lane.
middle lane, yeah, Viper using his orb attack to push Dragon Knight back a little bit, and we got a big clusterfuck down in the bottom lane. Here comes the
going
Blade
on the
Fury.
Kunkka.
Kunkka's very low, but a fucking last second
Abaddon
misfoil
is he
from
gonna-
Abaddon brings him back up. He's gonna go for it, or not brings it back up, but almost kills him. I feel like I'm just going to be saying fucking a lot in this game. I apologize in advance for anyone who is offended by that.
Can't help it.
It's just how we talk.
This is how we do, baby.
But I still blame the weird sound.
Oh
issues.
yeah, it definitely.
Like I'm super thrown off, even more than I would be
Mojo
normally.
gone. Mojo dissolved. Looks like a couple of people picked up phase boots here. SodaRocket and Maddie on the Dire.
Yeah, which I mean, wait, SodaRocket. I've completely lost who that is. Oh,
He's the Kunkka.
You're using names, and I don't know who these players are or who they're playing. I guess I should know that. But yeah, I mean that's a solid pickup. Oh, bottom lane, Ruby Rhod in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he poison stacks on him. Only one. I don't think that's going to kill him at the very least. Meanwhile, Tidehunter has to escape to the jungle. We've got Kunkka coming back in. Abaddon's peeking his head back again. Miscoil, see if we can keep him alive a little bit. But there's the Torrent, and that's a dead
down. What is going on with my mouse here? This is pissing me off.
And so, once again, I mean, the whole game thus far, I mean, starting with that Abaddon death, Ruby Rhod, what is the name of the team? Soggy Bottom Boys on the bottom lane have been playing very, very timidly. They've been sitting under the tower. I mean, which I don't blame them. After the Abaddon gets killed first thing, what was it, like 30 seconds of the game?
Yeah.
The good news for them, though, is that Viper in mid is kind of outplaying the Dragon Knight pretty hard. He's got 26 creep score, 9 denies, versus the Dragon Knight's 9 and 2. Of course, that's kind of what Dragon Knight... I mean, Dragon Knight in a lane like this is never going to excel unless there's just a crazy disparity in skill level. But he's just going to try to stay alive. And, I mean, he's died once, sure, but it's not a rape. Then top lane, we've got Weaver going on.
Maybe setting something up over here.
Lycan is going to TP, and they miss him. He gets away safely. Meanwhile, Kunkka
Viper in the middle lane, 3-on-1. Viper goes down real quick. Crystal Maiden.
That is exactly what they needed.
Evaporated
that Viper because, I mean, he's just going to kind of win that lane without the need for support anyway. So, yeah, that's a situation where they want to shut it down. And meanwhile, Kunkka in the bottom lane, it's just Kunkka and Abaddon now. Due to the rotations, and he really doesn't care that Abaddon's there. Abaddon's playing a little fast and loose, and seeing this ward here, he knows exactly what Abaddon is doing. Meanwhile, we've got some rotations from the Dire side coming down. I don't know if they would devote all this just to take the Abaddon, but then again, why not kill the Abaddon and then take a bottom tower?
Push the lane,
and that looks like exactly what they're about to do. Abaddon felt it and also saw it because of this ward here.
Running in terror, they're going to find him.
No TP scrolls, though. Yep, that's a dead Abaddon.
Yeah, he's going down.
Dragon Tail for the stun, a few poison stacks. I mean, not even all that many skills required.
Abaddon had a pack of Velociraptors after him. He did the only thing he really can. And that's just hide in the woods.
Meanwhile,
and know you're going to die.
Tidehunter and Juggernaut coming in. Tidehunter's rethinking his decision, though. Viper coming in as well. This is turning into a full-blown team fight. The Orb Attack is going to take Kunkka out. And Shadow Demon, I did not see where he died. Crystal Bane's going to scurry off with Viper and Tidehunter on his tails. And now we've got 5 Radiant in the bottom lane with a few kills under their belts. They should think about pushing the tower out a little bit, or pushing the lane out a little bit.
Yeah, they managed to save that tower, and now how are they going to capitalize on this multiple kill here?
Well, I think it's doing exactly what I said. But of course, I mean, to be fair, it's still early game. The respawn timers are pretty low, and so there's the potential for them to come back almost instantly. And so I guess ultimately they should feel good. Just, you know, they got 2 kills. Kunkka, that's a big one. They just kind of sit on that and go have a few beers.
Feel happy about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulating each other in Skype.
Meanwhile, we got Matty, top lane. He's got his phase boots, Ring of Bacillus. I'm going to assume he's going for Vlad's as early as possible. Oh, Crystal Maiden, life on the edge in the Radiant jungle. She's running right along with this team. Disruption on the Abaddon. Juggernaut does a Blade Fury. They should be able to survive until Kunkka can get in. Let's see what Kunkka can do. There's the Torrent, followed up by both. It hits them both. 2 kills like that, easy. That was a solid counter initiate on the side of SodaRocket's team. I have to remember that. I can't keep saying the Dire, or I'd like to not keep saying the Dire.
they're roaming the land like bandits, requesting tithes from everyone. I don't think that's how that works, but I think you get the point.
Yeah, and I mean, they just never saw it coming. Coming into that, that's one of the reasons why you start doing that. Someone starts running towards the high ground, think twice. think twice about pursuing up the high ground. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we've got Tidehunter desperately trying to keep Lycan from taking the tower, but he's not going to be successful. Weaver's going to try to come out a little bit, but rightly thinks better up at the second.
Where's Tidehunter and all that?
We've also got... We've got Crinkles on the Crystal Maiden and Epona on the Dragon Knight. I feel like Epona is a name by the end of the game that I'm going to be familiar with. Speaking of Epona, he's mid lane. Arc is going on him, but wisely turns around because the Crystal Maiden comes to provide a little bit of support. Not only that, we've got the Kunkka coming in to do some work. You know, like, the whole sound thing has got me worried about even drawing on the map in-game now. Like,
yeah, I was thinking that.
Good God.
Draw a big dick and see if anybody says anything. Like, it has to be huge. Don't half-ass. There you go. There you go. Can anybody see cock right now?
Do you have your stream chat open? Maybe Ruby's girlfriend can let us know. Well, of course she would see it, but I'm sure she's in contact with Ruby because they're obviously stream sniping. And this whole tournament is now tainted because of it. Shame on all of you.
I don't even know where to go from there. I did have one person...
Art of Sky disruption onto the Abaddon. Tidehunter trying to do some work. There's the Omni Slash from the Juggernaut. Crystal Maiden running away because she's so squishy. Can't
she goes down.
Abaddon gets the kill. Here comes the boat. And it hits the Tidehunter just at the very edge. Now Tidehunter's going to try to run away, but I do not think he's going to be able to do it. Meanwhile, Viper's coming in to finish up the Shadow Demon.
Where did that come from?
Oh, he almost got away.
This
He
back
almost
and
had
forth.
range for the Kunkka to get killed as well.
Juggernaut's still running away from Dragon Knight. Juggernaut goes down.
He got the
Viper
kills,
versus
which
Dragon Knight and
that's
Weaver.
good, but he's going to pay with his life.
And Dragon Knight goes down. That, I don't even know what happened there. It was just back and forth. This is like a kill kata going on. You just can't even keep up.
Like we were talking about, like there have been so many rotations in this game. I feel like it was, hey, you know what? Phase 1, we'll spend the first 5 minutes fighting, and then Phase 2, we'll spend the next 5 minutes fighting. And then Phase 3, can you guess what it is?
Is it going to be fighting?
It's going to be fighting.
Alright, we got a mechanism coming in for the Viper. Is that, it's the first one of the match. It seems like it's pretty early. We're 14 minutes in.
Bottom lane, we got Kunkka landing a tort on Weaver, but he just Shikuchi's away. No detection on the Crystal Maiden. He does a time lapse. Will he be able to get away? I believe he will. And that's the thing about Weaver. You have to have detection. You have to have some way to time or to lock him down, and you just hope that his time lapse is off cooldown. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we got Viper coming in on the Dragon Knight. He's got support from the Juggernaut. And Epona, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We got TP reactions coming in. He could be tanky enough, but the TP is canceled. I think he's going to live.
I think he's got it, yeah. Burn those
bottom lane.
cooldowns.
Yeah, we got SodaRocket, Art, and Crinkle.
Looks like
going to take that tower. I mean,
tower's going down, yep.
Oh! In a very unfortunate fortification. Very unfortunate.
Just a second too late.
Yeah.
Whoever was in charge of that call, you missed it, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, although the kills aren't too uneven, we've got 6 on Soggy Bottom Boys, we got 10 on SodaRocket's team. The Radiant is missing all of their Tier 1 towers.
And it happened so quick, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lycan got the top one. Oh, well, they got the deny on that one, and that's good. But still, that's a Tier 2 now that they're missing on the top lane.
I would rather have a tower there, exactly. And it looks like we have an early Roshan.
Well, I mean, actually, fun fact, for Lycan, not that early. I mean, you pick up Vlads, you get your Wolves, you go in. Lycan could potentially solo this, but I'm sure, I mean, if you got the rest of your team around, why the fuck not have them help? And the wards from the Dire, from SodaRocket's team, they see exactly what's going on. Abaddon tries to put some wards down, but really it's too late to have seen what's going on in the Roche pit. And everyone else is in a defensive position.
Abaddon goes in.
Yeah, Abaddon. Well, I mean, he's in Viz. They're gonna try to contest it. There's the Omni Slash. That's gonna take Lycan. Will it? Will it?
Lycan gets away.
Get 4-staffed away. Looked like. There goes the Ravage, the Shiva Ravage. And it looks like Viper's gonna lose his life, but not before he finishes off Kunkka. Art of Sky then is gonna go down.
Pop goes the Weasel there.
Yeah.
That was
turn tail and run, my friend.
trading some kills back and forth again. This kill kata, like I seriously cannot keep up. There's just too much shit going on. For every time that somebody gets a kill, you think they got it. The team comes in, they just bum rush the entire thing, and turns it all around.
And you know what? Oh my God! I cannot believe I just witnessed that.
Wow! What?
Oh my God!
That was
crinkles. That was worth the whole fight. I was gonna say, like, the Dire was looking to be in such a good position after being a little bit ahead on the kill lead, having both the top, the tier 1 and the tier 2 on the top lane down. Tier 1's everyone else down. They're gonna follow it up with a Roshan. And then, you know, Soggy Bottom Boys, they come in, they counter, they end up getting the Roche, and then the fucking Crystal Maiden out of nowhere
swoops in. That is a maneuver that he's practiced. And I mean, you know how those Roshan downs go. You have that 2-second lag time where you're figuring out who's gonna take the Aegis.
Yeah. Someone's like, oh fuck. Well, I mean, at least they're not 6-slotted for the most part, or shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Although you do have, like, the Lycan with the Necronomicon.
A couple of them are, yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, sure. if you don't have anything else going on and you're not picking up the Aegis, if you're just going to leave it to the Crystal Maiden, who has plenty of space, why not carry the recipes for things? Meanwhile, we've got an engagement, Tidehunter around the Radiant Side engagements. Crystal Maiden going to get hit. Nope. Okay, I thought the Tormkin and Lycan's Wolves look like they may take down the Tidehunter. Aphotic Shield along with the Mist Coil is going to keep him up. And that
is coming from Abaddon, that Aphotic Shield.
Mist Coil, Aphotic Shield. Yeah, it's very, very strong, especially in the early game to try to keep Blip alive. Also, when the shield pops, if it pops before duration expires, then it does damage in a radius around it.
Okay, so if they break the shield, then it's gonna...
It does damage, yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like the Dire saying, you know, fuck it, let's go take this tower. Which, I mean, I can get behind, honestly. Why not? It's the lane's already pushed out. Why not do it? They may have to sacrifice. We've got the Soggy Bottom Boys grouping up in the middle lane. They may sacrifice the tier 1 mid, but at this point, they can lose it and still have the Roche advantage with the tier 2 tower on bottom.
And Kuka uses a Shadow Blade.
Yeah, very bravely
roll the fuck out
to try to do something.
Yeah, he was just sitting there all along.
Oh,
trying to catch Abaddon out. Here comes Tidehunter.
By Kunkka. X marks the spot, brings him back from the TP home. But it doesn't look like...
Does he have the support he needs? He's got his boys coming in.
As well. Yeah, we've got... and there's the Shiva Ravage with the Omni Slash to take out the Kunkka.
Kuka goes down, and so does Tidehunter. And unfortunately, so does Shadow Demon.
Yeah, that was...
played by Art of Sky there.
And it's still going on. Oh my god, it keeps happening.
I dare you to keep up with this game. I fucking dare you to keep up with this.
Oh, Juggernaut came in the Blade Fury.
They just all come flying in.
Yeah.
Maddie's on a spree here. Lycan is pretty heavy right now.
Yeah, he's working towards his Necronomicon. He's got his Vlads up. That fight, I mean, had it just been the Tidehunter and Abaddon, it would have favored the SodaRocket's team. Looking at my piece of paper. SodaRocket's team, or no, Soggy Bottom Boys team. Fuck, I can't even remember what happened now. But yeah, no, it would have favored Soggy Bottom Boys just because the Kunkka went down along with the Shadow Demon, whereas, you know, the Soggy Bottom Boys only lost 2 supports. But then the Juggernaut gets in the mix. Crystal Maiden gets in the mix.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
And finally some...
Another team fight going on here. I swear to God, they're all about to converge. Everybody's going to die. Viper goes down early.
Torrent. And here comes the
no
boat.
re as Weaver comes down.
The boat hit nothing, but they got the Weaver, they got the Viper, obviously, like, clearly in favor
Back
of
to the
SodaRocket's
mid
team.
lane, they're going to push that fucking tower down. I swear it's coming.
Yeah, and we've got
Radiant
Lycan
structures
on the bottom
are
lane trying to push it out as much as he can.
That
Opponent-
is when you fortify, right there.
Yeah, right? That's the time to do it. At least, okay, maybe it was just nerves. I get that completely, considering this game and how I've casted it.
They're worried that it's being cast. That's, well, and the technical difficulties early on didn't help anybody.
Mm-hmm. Shit, for all I know, we're still not being heard by anyone. We're
Yeah,
not
right. I mean,
anything.
somebody in the stream said there's no sound and it's terribly laggy, so maybe everybody's gone home. I don't know.
Wait,
But
did they say there was no sound?
he did say there's no sound. I asked him if he meant on the stream or inside Dota, but got no response.
Mm.
Well, I mean, what am I to do?
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out for next game. GG. Go remake.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got here? Got Dragonite, Helm of the Dominator. Looks like Lycan is coming in to take another look at the Roche Pit. He's a good 3 to 6 minutes early, though. Dragonite's going to take... I mean, no one's been stacking any Ancients or any camps, really, that I've seen. And I don't... like, I should say that I get that completely, considering they've all just been farming heroes.
Yeah, pretty much. Some really aggressive
Pushing
wards
lanes, farming heroes.
over
NBD.
here by the Dire, by SodaRocket's team. Maybe that's SodaRocket?
And
it looks like they're all
you
collapsing
as
in.
well.
Oh, you just disconnected.
Yeah, hold on.
Alright.
No, keep going. You don't have to pause it on my account.
I didn't pause anything. So it looks like SodaRocket's team is just pushing up mid. You got Lycan, who's being super brave. Here comes Shakushu and Abaddon, trying to see what's going on here. Just waiting for the rest of the boys to arrive, and then everybody's gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile, we've got
And-
Juggernaut trying to get a little bit of farm on the top lane, try to keep them away from their tier 3 tower. Again, they're watching for that Roche Pit. They want it again. Maybe this time they'll actually kill it and get the Aegis, and not just get the Aegis.
Well, at least again, that was such an amazing play. I'm pretty sure
I'm still semi-hard thinking about it.
Krikos is in the stream. I would like to think that he stopped what he was doing after that 2-minute delay to watch himself do that shit, because he should have been patting himself on the back for that one.
Yeah, and there's the Ravage from Tidehunter to start off the fight. A Torrent hits up the Viper. Can't even follow the fight. Oh,
Exactly.
disruption.
Weaver bugs out.
Here
Opponent
comes
has
the
Dragon
foe.
Knight.
You got the Kunkka's Realm, if anything, on the Dire side, which is going to take out the Viper, going to take out the Tidehunter. Weaver down as well, and the Abaddon. That was
damn it, Lycan. Go
disaster.
easy on them.
Oh, that was
And that
awful.
is all 5 of them down.
That is right there, the tier 2 and the tier 3. I would be very surprised if there wasn't at least one barracks in the deal.
Crystal Maiden and Kunkka just trying to get their
Yeah,
creeps
trying
up there.
Exactly.
They get that second tier tower down. They're pushing on that number 3. Tidehunter's back in the game. Is he going to dive in immediately to try to save the tower?
No, I mean, he should... Oh, they're playing very timid. Well, I mean, I guess I kind
No,
of get that.
that's
They
when you say timid.
Well,
you mean
you know,
smart.
ears. But I mean, really, all of a sudden,
They
there's
stay
Weaver,
too much
there's Juggernaut,
longer.
here comes Viper.
They're going to be able to get the
Reactions,
racks.
Got the tower. They're going
No,
off.
Looks
See if
like
the
they're
Wolves can take out
hoarding
the
out.
melee barracks. And you know, this is something I was talking to you the other day about. In a situation like that, because the melee barracks has health regen, in a situation like that where you have to get into the barracks and try to take one out, you're much better off going with a ranged barracks, because it has no regen. You can do the damage, and the damage is going to stay there.
because you just don't have the time to make
Yeah,
a
and
lasting
exactly
impression on the base there.
And
They checked that Roshan one more time. They're waiting on it.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to have some people that want to have a word with them about that. But what's unfortunate
checking the
Soggy
stream
Boys right now is that there are no wards looking over the Roche pit. So when Roche comes up and SodaRocket's team goes in, they might not know about it. Like if they don't get some ward coverage. I mean, right now from Soggy Bottom Boys, very defensive warding, which is kind of what they have to do right now. Just because they're at their T3 on the top, they're open exposed racks in the middle, they're at their T3 in the bottom lane. Right now, SodaRocket's team is in very, very strong control of this game.
Tower is under attack.
And yeah, we've got
Kuka up there,
he's like,
just
oh,
pushing out the lane.
I'll take some farm and push out the lane at the same time. Why the fuck not? Okay, and see, this is smart, but yes, there are no sentries. They've smoked. They're going to go in to check the Roche, and guess what? It's up. This is something that they need. But they don't have the ward coverage that they need to know that it's safe. But let's see if they can do it fast enough. And
meanwhile, Crystal Maiden swoops in and takes the Aegis. Yep, they're bugging out. That's a smart move there because
move.
Well,
I mean, SodaRocket's team was just fucking champing at the bit in the first place, getting ready for that Roche. And the second that they realized that no one else was being seen in the lanes, they're like, well, hey, maybe they smoked and did Roche, or trying to do Roche. I mean, that was a very, very good map awareness and just kind of a game awareness from SodaRocket's team. But here we go. We got Epona. Oh, there's the Raptors start the fight. Epona is going to go down. We've got the freezing field from Crystal Maiden. Uninterrupted. Just doing work. Just doing work. But Kunkka and Dragonite have gone down, so they have to try to get out of here.
Is it going to get any worse for them? No?
We're fucking maybe
Regoose.
not. Yeah,
Regoose.
maybe Lycan's just going to kill everyone. There's a disruption on the Abaddon. And
that has not happened before.
He
is 12-0, and they're going to pick up the Aegis on this one.
Yeah, looking at the gold graph, I mean, 28 minutes in, 29 minutes in, we've got 14,000 gold in favor of SodaRocket's team. We've got 7,500 plus gold in favor of SodaRocket's team. But interestingly, no, okay, I'm sorry, good. We've got Lycan making up a big portion of that.
And there's Ruby Rhod calling the GG.
And you know what? I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Yeah, I can't really blame him.
Yeah, I mean, after getting the Roche and... well, congratulations to SodaRocket's team for taking this first game in a best-of-2 series. I guess we're going to try to figure things out, and we'll get back to it here in a minute.